The Blues came and were done for fun, and the Gunners have the Reds on the run. Things begin to look forlorn as reality begins to dawn. And in the FPL race, I've slipped one place. The good, the bad and the ugly at Liverpool FC for EPL and FPL Gameweeks 22 and 23. Brought to you by the LFC File. Roll the intro, Trent. Welcome back one and all for the latest episode of The Good, the Bad and the Ugly at Liverpool FC. Brought to you by the LFC File and yours truly, Ben Green. As usual, if you like the content, please hit the like button and subscribe and of course the notification bell so you know when the next episode comes available. First things first, apologies for the voice. It's a bit hoarse today. I'm not sure what's happened, but not in the best fettle this morning, so apologies for that. Anyway, let's get up and running with... For the good this week, it's going to be without doubt the 4-1 demolition of Chelsea at Anfield earlier on this week. Superb result for the Reds. Chelsea simply blown away. Although the way they've been playing this season, it's no mean feat, I would say. Chelsea have been very poor. But yeah, very good result for Liverpool. A very good way to end January. 2 first half goals from Diogo Jota and a debut goal from Conor Bradley, plus 2 second half goals from Dominik, Szoboszlai and Luis Diaz. So very good performance. Darwin Núñez unfortunately didn't score, but as I understand, he now holds the record for the most times someone has hit the bar in a Premier League game, which was 4. But he did get 2 assists on the night as well. So superb display from the boys, kept them on the top. Chelsea didn't really have any response. There was a goal from Christopher Nkunku. That was their summer signing from RB Leipzig, but that was nothing but a consolation, to be honest. So very good. What can you say? I've got the Anfield edition here with their headline, full-time, big 3 points at Anfield, Liverpool 4, Chelsea 1. Chelsea's always one of these teams, you never know who's going to turn up. And luckily, it wasn't a very good one that turned up on Wednesday night. So, well done, Liverpool, and commiserations, Chelsea. But very good performance, especially for Conor Bradley. His man of the match performance was thoroughly deserved. Great goal from him, 2 assists. Yeah, need I say more? We move on to this week's The Bad. Is the performance yesterday against Arsenal at the Emirates. Just one of those days. Nothing went right for Liverpool. Even their goal was kind of somewhat bundled in, I suppose, from the Arsenal defender. I think it was Gabriel, wasn't it? I think Saliba. But just terrible performance. Everything that could go wrong went wrong. There's a red card for Ibrahima Konate late on as well for a second bookable offence. It's just not really worth picking over too much. The second goal for Arsenal, which was a misunderstanding between Virgil van Dijk and Alisson, just kind of summed up the day, completely summed up the day. Nothing went right at all. Personal perspective, what can you say? Shit happens. As Klopp said in his post-match interview, they're not robots. We are human, and this happens from time to time. Man City now have 2 games in hand, as we know. Liverpool are 2 points ahead at the top. Not looking good. But let's be honest, with this new team, who thought that Liverpool would be on top of the table this time at the beginning of the season? So credit to the team. We've done very well up to now. Hopefully they can get back on track. Man City is the last team that you need having 2 games in hand, but there's a lot of football still to play. The team have got the rest of the week to prepare and rest and recover until they face Burnley at Anfield, and hopefully they can turn things around. But as I said, there's 15 games left, so that equals 45 points left to play for in my humble math. So we can't write them off yet. We move on. And we've got LFC Online here with their headline, "That's the end. Terrible game." Sum that performance up with an emoji, and mine was this one. Seems to be one I use very often. I have to say, it always comes up first when you press on the emoji button on your phone. What can I say? And that brings us swiftly on to the ugly for this week. And for that, I've come across a tweet here from LFC Transfer Room where they mention, they quoting David Ornstein of The Echo, where he's saying the news of Klopp leaving hit them like a bolt out of the blue. They, the LFC players, didn't have any advance warning. I've had suggestions that some of the senior players were particularly not happy about that. Let's see. This is let's say the first game. Well, it's the second game since Klopp made the announcement, but it's the first game since you can say the sort of emotions are out of the way, and it's now accepted that it is going. Yeah, I don't know who these players are, but it wouldn't surprise me, to be perfectly honest. They're probably a bit disappointed with the way it's come out at this point in the season. It's one of these things, could go either way, but yeah, my personal perspective, could have been handled a little bit better maybe, but what can you do? There's never a good time for someone like Klopp to step down. So it is what it is. We just have to get on with it and move on to the next chapter in the club's history. So yeah, I'm not surprised. Hopefully things don't fall apart from here on in. And yesterday's game was simply just one of those days. Yeah, let's hope it's nothing more than that. And before we wrap up, two things to mention. Firstly, the usual FC Bumpy Grasted fantasy football update. And you can see I'm on 53 points here this week with an average of 23, so that's pretty good. Still Manchester City to play this evening, so I've got De Bruyne there as my captain. They play Brentford, so yeah, hopefully he can bring home the bacon, so to speak. Not bad. It could have been a lot worse. Morris for Luton done well. He got 11 points. So yeah, all round not bad. Anderson, I'm quite pleased with him because Liverpool could have been. Crystal Palace lost, I think it was 4-1 in the end to Brighton and Hove Albion. And considering they conceded 4 goals, usually he wouldn't have got any points, but he got an assist and I think a bonus point as well. So not bad. For the league, Düsseldorf Super League, yeah, still in 8th place on 1,218 points. Yeah, a little bit adrift. I did give 4 points away because I bought Trent Alexander-Arnold in. Seems to have backfired a little bit. I think he only got 1 point yesterday. Never mind. Fortune favours the brave, as they say. Yeah. And in league number 20859963, otherwise known as the League of Kings, I'm in 2nd place, and it shows me here having gone up 1 place. I thought I was in 1st last week, but I don't know, clearly something happened. And I must have gone down a position or two. I didn't see that coming, but anyway, it is what it is. 2nd place, what's that? 19 points adrift of Kitman All-Stars, who got 44 this week. So if it stays like that and I continue to get more points than him, then I can't complain. Let's see where we are come May. And before I wrap up, just lastly, a special mention for Conor Bradley. My condolences on the passing of his father, who unfortunately, left us over the weekend at the relatively tender age of 58. So let's wish him and his family all the best, and hope to see him back in a Liverpool shirt as soon as possible. So great shame there, and condolences to the family. And I'm going to wrap it up there, folks. Thanks very much for stopping by. Remember, as usual, if you like the content, like, subscribe, press the notification bell so you get a little ping when the next one is out. Let's see what next week brings. Until then, excuse me, get my teeth here. Until then, have a good week. Look after yourselves, and until the next time, guys. Peace. Your LFC file. The Blues come and are dismantled. Welcome back, one and all. And so first things first, an early goal from Diogo Jota and a debut goal from Conor Bradley. Nice, and I think you would have to be a very